Hey folks, coming to you from the beautiful campus of Furman University right here in Greenville, South Carolina. This is the first of the book reviews on Nelson Nash's Becoming Your Own Banker. Several of you have asked for this, so we're going to give you this in bite-sized snippets. This first one is really on the difference between banking systems. See, there are two banking systems in the United States. One is the traditional banking system that you see used, that you've used probably all your life. That is the regular banks, that is the traditional banks. That is the fractional reserve banking system. That is the Federal Reserve Bank and the 12 regional banks across the country, and then the thousands of commercial banks that have flowed from that. That's the commercial banking system, right? There's also another banking system in the United States that most people don't know of. It's been reserved for use by high net worth individuals and the very wealthy for many decades now, at least a couple generations. So today, since the mid-'80s and some IRS law changes that happened with modified endowment contracts, these plans are now available to the vast majority of people. It can be available to you if you desire. And that's not through the public banking system, but it's through a private banking system that exists through insurance companies. So there are insurance companies all across the United States, some 870 of them. Of the 870, there are about 10 or 11, less than a dozen, that can be used with the infinite banking concept, IBC, or what we use here at Start My Bank and how we help our clients. So there are less than a dozen that can be used that way. So this insurance entire infrastructure that exists in the United States is hundreds of years old. It predates the 1913 origination of the 16th Amendment, the income tax. It predates the creation of the Federal Reserve Bank. So it's been around forever, and the reason why high net worth individuals trust it is because it's a safe place to put your money. It has a long-term perspective. So I want to go through just a few things about the difference between these two banking systems and why you should consider, just from a high-level point of view, this other banking system. First of all, there's a great need for financing that people have over their lifetime. How you buy, what you buy, is a significant feature in your finances. You've got to think, how do I get the things that I buy? And so how you purchase, whatever you choose to acquire, anything over $1,000 becomes a very significant thing for your financial wealth, for your personal economy. It becomes a big deal. So if you're not building an appreciative understanding that you've got to build this inside of a system that's privatized, then chances are you're giving up a lot of wealth. You're giving up a lot of money. And so we're going to help you do that. We're going to help you recognize that this system through the insurance companies is a preferable way for you to build wealth. So there's a great need for financing over your lifetime, and how you buy, what you buy is more important than potentially anything else. So secondly, you need to recapture the interest that you're currently paying to banks. So think about this just for a second. If you were to consider what you pay banks a whole lot of money. I mean, through your mortgage company, through credit cards, through car loans, through your department store cards, through student loans, through signature loans, all these different things. You're paying the banks a lot of money. So we want to help you decrease what you pay to banks. Now, you need to keep in mind that IBC is not an investment. This is a banking system. This is not an investment, okay? So if you believe that this is a banking or an investment system, you're going to get messed up. And I've heard people that have taught this incorrectly, that this is some kind of banking system. That's not correct. That's not what this is, or some kind of investment system. This is for banking, not for investments. So please keep that in mind. This is not an investment. And then next, wealth must reside somewhere. Now think about this. So for you and your money, all the money must come from some pool of money, or some pool that resides somewhere. So money's got to flow, right? So if money's going to flow, it must be some kind of resource or pool that it flows from. And so, just like water must flow, 75% of the planet's covered by water, water must flow, money must flow. Just like blood must flow for your body in order for you to be alive, just like oxygen's got to flow through your lungs for you to continue to live, so too money must flow. So think about that. Where does the money come from? It's got to live somewhere. It's got to reside somewhere before it flows into your own personal economy for whatever your needs are. So our purpose at startmybank.com, and also through the Infinite Banking Concept and through the group that I'm affiliated with. Our purpose is to help you privatize that money, to help you put that money to work, and to help you have that money flow through your own system. So our goal is to have you control a larger amount of the banking function as it relates to your personal needs. Now, this is not a conventional bank, so keep this in mind. A lot of people say, well, is this banking? Well, yes, it is, but it's banking using insurance companies, not the traditional brick and mortar FDIC insured bank. So that's an important distinction. So we'll help you kind of walk through that and how that's set up and how you do that and why it's a significant advantage. Now I'm going to leave you with a word of warning. Okay, this is one thing that's important for you to get your head wrapped around. You must beware and you must actively fight against something called the arrival syndrome. Now what the arrival syndrome is it's this tendency that we have to hear about something that we think we know about, and so then our presumed knowledge about something then shuts us off so that we cannot hear any more about it. If you cannot get past that and you hear the word insurance company and you begin to think, well, since it's an insurance company, I already know all about insurance companies. I know what they have to offer. I know what they do. If you make that mistake, then you will limit you, your family, your business's financial wealth going forward. So please actively fight against the arrival syndrome. Be like my high net worth clients. If you do that and have the financial acumen, the wisdom, the knowledge to understand you don't know what you don't know, and some of the things that you know are incorrect. So if you have the courage to face those things, then you can become incredibly wealthy